1975. Disco was at its peak. Radio stations around the world were spinning new hits, and dance floors everywhere were packed. But then, one song dropped that didn't just excite people, it sent shockwaves through the entire world. This song was so controversial that the BBC, one of the biggest radio networks in the world, pulled it completely off air. Several countries branded it obscene. Parents kept their children far away from it. But the more it was banned, the more famous it became. Today, we're diving into the song that became disco's biggest scandal, and the singer it turned into an overnight star, while also handing her the heaviest burden of her career. Stay till the end, because the ending of this story is just as dramatic as its beginning. Section 1. The Golden Age of Disco. By the mid-1970s, disco music had taken over America and Europe. Nightclubs stayed open all night, dance floors glowed under colorful lights, and there was a new sense of freedom in the air that was disco culture. Around this time, two German music producers, Giorgio Moroder and Pete Bellotte, were sitting in a studio in Munich, experimenting with new sounds. They wanted something the world had never heard before, not just a song, but an entire experience. For this experiment, they chose a young American singer who was trying to build her career in Germany at the time. Section 2. The singer the world called the Queen of Disco. That singer was Donna Summer. Born in Boston, she had moved to Europe because opportunities there felt bigger. In the studio, the producers played her a new track, a slow, hypnotic melody, and told her to improvise as if she were completely alone, as if no one were listening. The recording made that day became the most controversial disco track in history. This wasn't just a song with lyrics. It carried raw emotion, breathy vocals, and an intimate energy that mainstream records had never captured this way before. The producers thought it would just be an experimental B-side. They had no idea what kind of storm they were about to unleash. Section 3. When the world started listening. As soon as the song was released, DJs and clubs started playing it on repeat. People fell in love with its hypnotic beat and bold, sensual tone. But as its popularity grew, so did the controversy. Radio stations started getting complaints. Conservative families called the song inappropriate. Several places declared it too explicit for radio. The BBC pulled it from its playlist entirely, a decision that wasn't typical for a network of that size back then. In some countries, the song could only be played late at night. Newspapers ran headlines about it. Some called it disco scandal. Others called it a symbol of freedom in the music industry. This wasn't really a debate about one song. It was a debate about how much freedom music should have, and who gets to decide what's acceptable. Section 4. Banned and still number 1. Here's where the story takes its most interesting turn. The more the song got restricted, the more the demand exploded. People sought it out purely out of curiosity. Record store sales went through the roof. The song climbed to number 1 on the American Billboard charts. It became an anthem in disco clubs everywhere. A song that had been labeled banned turned into one of the most successful and iconic tracks of the entire disco era. Donna Summer, who had been a struggling singer just the day before, woke up practically overnight as the Queen of Disco. But with the fame came a whole new challenge: public perception. Section 5. The other side of fame: criticism and pressure. Along with success came heavy criticism. Some people respected her as a bold artist who had pushed new boundaries in the music industry. But others judged her, questioned her personal life and choices, all because of one song. Those were difficult times for female artists, often judged more for their image than their talent. Donna had to explain and defend the song again and again in interview after interview. But that same controversy shaped an identity that became the foundation of the rest of her career. She turned that pressure into strength and went on to become one of the biggest icons of the disco genre. Section 6. The Legacy, a song that became history. Even decades later, this song remains one of the most famous controversies in music history. It's considered one of disco's boldest and most revolutionary tracks. Music historians call it a turning point, the moment pop music opened the door to new expressions of sensuality and artistic freedom. Donna Summer went on to win multiple Grammy Awards and is remembered as one of the most influential voices of the disco era. A song once branded shameful is now regarded as a classic in music history. This story isn't just about a band's song, it's about an artist who thought ahead of her time, created something new, and refused to back down despite the world's criticism. Sometimes, the things that get controlled the hardest are the ones that break free the most. And the people who get judged for their work are often the ones history remembers the longest. If you enjoy stories about Hollywood and the music industry's hidden scandals, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Because next time, we're bringing you another story buried deep in the pages of history. Let us know in the comments, do you think banning this song was right or wrong? Share your thoughts below. See you in the next video with another scandal waiting to be uncovered.